Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to the Aquarian Adepts, my platform, our platform, to become your spiritual server. And welcome, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising, or for anybody who just wants to hang out with the Taurean is that right? Is that the right way to say that? Tribe. To your August 2018 report. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. And what is happening for you this month, Taurus? Well, I can really definitely say that it's been a super powerful month. Now, compared to last week, this week is not as intense. It is after the eclipse season. We just went through a major transformative last 6 to 8 weeks, and we still have the rest of this year to go. We still have quite a few planets retrograde, quite a few energies retrograde, but they're going to start slowly coming back online. We have Mercury, which will come direct soon. Mars will come direct towards the end of the month. And then next month, we have Saturn and Pluto coming direct. So we do have some energies coming back online, but it still is a very intense time. And this year is not over. The transformation is still going to keep going. But for you, Taurus, what is happening this month? Well, that eclipse for you was in your 4th house of family, foundation, security, emotions. And it's definitely going to be a time where you're going to be looking to get more grounded in these areas and these parts of your life. But you're really looking for a revival in your family life. And you're looking for that to come from a place of unconditional love. We're also to look at Venus, which actually rules you, happening to be in your 6th house of Libra. So this is really a great opportunity for you to find, I would say, nice luxuries in your day-to-day reality that help to ground you in your senses and help to kind of ground you into a deeper resonance with yourself, with your heart, and that connects you to your higher self. For your card that pops up, however, we do have the card of Conception. And this card, I believe it came up for, I want to say it was either Sag or Virgo. But no, Virgo got the card of the root chakra. I believe Conception was Pisces card. The frequency of I believe it was Pisces that got it. The frequency of Conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Beautiful card. Conception. Bringing our attention to the source of all creation and creating from that space, from our infinity, from that source. Which in many ways is what you're kind of doing, If you really think about it, with that solar eclipse being in your 4th house, and the 4th house in many ways represents the home and family, in many ways it represents our childhood. And so you are really looking to heal that aspect. There could be quite a few Tauruses out there that may be dwelling too much on the past, maybe dwelling too much on what happened in their childhood, and maybe they didn't have the nicest childhood, maybe it was a little rough, perhaps. And it's interesting because I had a very interesting dream the other day, which I'll probably talk about it in a Phoenix talk more in depth. But essentially, I was speaking to my son in the dream, and speaking to my son about the purpose of gratitude and how gratitude is really important. So some of you may be looking back on your childhood, and you may have this conception of your childhood, and you may be painting it in this light, or maybe in this darkness, that it wasn't as fruitful as you would have liked it to be. But guess what? You're here right now. And if your childhood wasn't the way it was, you wouldn't be who you are right now. Now, some of you might say, well, Phoenix, I'm not exactly proud of who I am right now. Well, it's all about your conception. It's all about the way that you view things, right? And like I said, with Uranus in your sign, you are going through a shift of values anyway. It's a revolution of values. And that new, like I said, the new moon solar eclipse in your 4th house has to do with your family, your home, your foundation, which is asking you, the universe is asking you to actually look upon that place in your life with unconditional love. Forgive those who may have hurt you in the past in this spot. Forgive those who might have hurt you in the past in this spot. And look at your childhood as something that is beautiful, regardless of what happened. That may be tough. That may be a tough call to order. But I promise you, you are, like I said, going through a major shift in your value system. And as I said, with Venus moving into Libra in your 6th house this month, and it's going to be here the whole month too. This is really looking at how do you set up your day-to-day reality, and does it reflect back to you your values? Do you integrate luxuries within your day-to-day life? Spiritual practices that connect you back to your source, that connect you back to your heart, that connect you back to the to the origin of our consciousness. Think about that, okay? So let's get into the rest of the cards and see what's going on for you. Alright. Okay, the first card that pops out is the Ten of Swords. So there's something that's coming to an abrupt ending this month. Let's see what else we have, just to give it some more context. The Ten of Swords. This card came perpendicular. And it was actually reversed. So we have the Four of Pentacles, and it was in reverse. So it seems like what's coming to the end is you actually holding on to something. There is something that you've been holding on to, and it's actually this that's coming to an end. This card kind of wanted to come out as well. Interesting, we have the Chariot card, and this is amazing. This is amazing. Like I said, that happened in your 4th house, which is naturally ruled by Cancer, and this is the card of Cancer. This card speaks to the willpower and really us coming into our own, us moving forward and using our power to move forward. And it's kind of interesting how it's the card of Cancer. But really when you think about this card, when you really think about it, it's similar to the Strength card, but it's the power that comes from having the emotional intelligence to know to push through. And yes, you may feel a flurry of emotions right now, Taurus. You may feel so many emotions from what's happened to you in the current, in the past, and you may be projecting these onto the future. The Chariot here is asking you to have the power to push through any obstacles that you may see, that you may feel as surmounting, and realize that while you can retreat into your shell right now, if you want to, there's actually a great power that comes from revealing your sensitive side. Because it's by revealing that sensitive side and that vulnerable side that you actually gain an incredible amount of strength and willpower to move through. Instead of allowing your emotions to kind of whip you around like a rag doll, you develop a sort of emotional intelligence that allows you to really manifest greatly. Let's see what else we have. And you are the sign of manifestation. So let's see what else we have here. This card flipped up. We have the Four of Cups. So we have 2 fours already. We have the Four of Cups. So there's something that you are contemplating, mulling over. You're being offered something by the universe, and perhaps you're letting this opportunity go because you're kind of stuck holding on to whatever it is you're holding on to. But the Ten of Swords here, like I said with the Four of Pentacles, perhaps you are holding on to something, but the universe is trying to offer you something else. Look at this. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, Taurus. This is speaking about you speaking your truth. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe you have been biting your tongue with certain people, and maybe you haven't been able to speak your truth. And this, in many ways, can do with family. But, you know, with Uranus in your house, it is making you more communicative. But since it is now, it's reversed, it's retrograde, Uranus. So a lot of this speech is kind of turned inward. So you're really trying to figure out what's your value system, right? How do you feel about things? That doesn't mean that you can't speak your truth. In fact, I believe that's really what you're wanting to do. So let's see what else we have here. We have another ace. We have the Ace of Wands. So you're definitely working on creating something. Let's see. This is going to give you a spark. It's going to put a light under you. It really is. It almost kind of gives the essence of maybe you're something that you've been wanting to work on, and maybe it's almost like a dormant volcano ready to explode. And considering that all these planets are about to come direct over the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's definitely very much so possible that you're going to kind of explode into the future. Even though Uranus will still be retrograde, and will be, actually, I believe Uranus is going to be the last planet that comes direct before all planets are moving forward. But by that time, it'll be in Aries, so you actually won't be feeling as sluggish. But this Ace of Wands is actually going to give you a little bit of firepower. Let's see what else we have here. We have the World card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is the card of Capricorn. So yes, this definitely for you, especially when Mars comes direct, you're going to be feeling like you're ready to go. You know, that energy is going to be trining you. It's going to be in your 9th house. So you're really going to be looking towards the future, really going to be kind of aiming your arrow. And with that, at such a high degree, that's going to come station direct at 28 degrees, which is actually, if you look at Christopher Wojtecki's step astrology, 2 + 8 is 10, is actually a master step of Taurus energy, which is the I manifest energy. So you're definitely going to be looking to manifest something great. You're really going to be looking to really move forward in a powerful, positive way. Let's see what else we have. These 2 cards fell across the Ace of Wands in the World card, and that is Justice and also the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Justice and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems like you are seeking justice as far as your finances go, or how you feel about your worth. And really this justice will come based off of how you set up your day-to-day reality. That's where this justice is going to come. A lot of people like to seek justice and reform, and it's, yes, we do. Everyone likes justice. You know, everyone wants good to happen. Everyone wants, you know, the right thing to be done or the right thing to happen. But you know, sometimes we trip up as humans. In fact, a lot of times we trip up as humans. But another definition of justice I would see is, you know, since it's about balance, you have to ask yourself, what actions are you taking? Because, like I said, it fell across the Ace of Wands in the world. So this is about you literally creating the world that you want for yourself. You really manifesting your own reality, you know, and, you know, law of attracting that into your life. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and Justice card, you really do have to check your value system. And that's exactly what you're doing. Uranus is in your sign. And it's interesting because you have to ask yourself, what am I doing in my day-to-day realities to substantiate this world that I'm trying to build, this world that I'm trying to create? And I can just attest to this. It's, what, 8 o'clock p.m., and I just got around to starting making the videos for the fixed signs today. What have I been doing today? Let's see. I woke up this morning, I did my little meditations and stuff, made my first video. I was watching some other videos from some of my other favorite YouTubers. Ate. When my fiance went to work, I had a nap again like I did yesterday. Took a nap, woke up, and then watched My Hero Academia for like several hours. And I was like, man, I need to get into these videos. And I went outside because that was actually the first time I went outside today. It was probably about 30 minutes ago. And it's just like, the sun was already going down. And I'm just like, I was a little lazy today. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get into it. There's no time like the present. So, Taurus, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're trying to create, this world that you're trying to create, know that there's no time like the present. And especially with the Justice card here, that's the card of Libra. So this is speaking exactly to Venus being in your 6th house. What do you do in your day-to-day reality that does create justice, that does create this balance and harmony, or this whole, you know, actions create actions, or it's the whole, you know, every action has an equal but opposite reaction, or whatever, so-called. What are you doing in your day-to-day reality? Is it reflecting your value system? Is it reflecting your level of self-worth? Is it reflecting your level of self-confidence? Or are you kind of being like what I was earlier, just be kind of lazy and stuff and hanging around? Not that there's anything wrong with lounging around, especially with all these retrograde energies. Everyone is tired. Everyone is slower right now. Everyone is trying to find a reason to do what they normally would do automatically and that they love. Even people who love doing what they're doing, love doing their craft, and love their job are trying to find a reason to get up in the morning because it's so exhausting. Coming off this new moon solar eclipse, and especially you, Taurus, you are a sign that needs more sleep than most other signs. Like, Taurus, like, you need a lot of sleep. Like, so it's okay if you're feeling a bit sluggish right now. You are supposed to feel that way. But just know that planets are going to start coming direct. So it's going to be time where everyone's going to start moving forward really fast. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Aries is going to be the first one out the gate. Like, Aries is like ready to go. But Taurus, you have a really big role over the next 8 to 10 years, considering the fact that Uranus will be in your sign. So people are going to be looking at you, Taurus. What is the world that you are wanting to create? Let's draw a few more cards from the middle of the deck. We have, wow, look at this. We have the Sun card. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups and the Sun card were reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles was the one that was upright. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing, but what I see this as is that the Sun, I feel like, is going to represent other people. And I feel like the Ace of Cups is going to represent other people's emotions. Whereas the Nine of Pentacles is kind of your energy, where the Nine of Pentacles, it's, you know, it's the lady in the garden who's strong. She knows what she wants. She doesn't really need anybody for help. You know, she's a strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I'm sorry if that offended any of you all. But seriously though, the Nine of Pentacles is that strong person who can take care of themselves and doesn't really need to rely on too many other people. Now the Sun and the Ace of Cups here is going to be a caution to other people that might want to shine, and there's nothing wrong with other people shining their light and radiating their love for you. And the Ace of Cups is even beautiful because it could be speaking of, you know, you emotionally connect with other people. It can speak of deepening of relationships, especially romantic. But you want to be sure that the people that are coming into your life, and everyone's a star, everyone's a sun, you want to make sure that the people that are coming into your life during this time understand that you're kind of coming from this Nine of Pentacles energy, and that you really are looking to, you know, create some solidarity within yourself, and they can help out and stuff. But also, don't let your emotions get too carried away, and don't really take things too personally from these other people and their emotions with that Ace of Cups. Because what it is, I think, is that you're going to be meeting people that are really going to see you start to grow and evolve, and they're going to kind of want to, hey, they're going to be like knocking on your windows, like, yo, Taurus, what's up? What you doing? It's like, normally you're out in the field eating grass and just chilling, but you've been in the lab all day. What's going on, Taurus? And you're going to tell people and show people what you've been up to. And it's going to be like, wow, you did all this by yourself, and you really got some help from Capricorn. But, like, you know, it's going to be a time where you're definitely going to be feeling like you're coming into your own more and feeling more independent. And while you are definitely going to be finding people that are going to help you, because no man is an island. So I would say with these two cards to really definitely feel through, you're going to be connecting with other people that have that Nine of Pentacles energy, and that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want it to be that Five of Pentacles energy where it's like a bunch of people outside the church, it's snowing, someone's leg is broken, the other one is, you know, might have some whatever disease, and that energy is like, yes, in those times we need to learn to lean on each other, but we also need to learn how to lean on each other in that Nine of Pentacles energy when we're in our established groove, when we are in our solidarity, when we are standing in our truth, and we don't really necessarily need anybody. But there's great power that comes from that interdependence. The Nine of Pentacles with these two cards, even though the reverse, speaks to interdependence, where you're going to be looking to connect with other individuals that know their worth, know their self-value, that know that they're trying to get somewhere, that really want to express who they are, express their voice, more importantly, that want to serve humanity, because Uranus is going to be in your sign. So you're going to be really connecting to other spiritual servers. You're going to be connecting to other people that are strong in who they are, but we are still stronger in numbers. So it's actually really quite amazing. You're going to be connecting with more people that have that Nine of Pentacles energy, you know. The independence. You're going to be connecting with more independent people, but therefore creating a network of interdependent spiritual warriors, or whatever you want to call it. And I think that's exactly what it is. We have Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Gaia, the number is 28. You can't make this up. 28, I'm telling you. when Mars comes direct, and I'm probably going to make a video more about that for all signs, but when Mars comes direct at 28 degrees, you're going to feel it quite heavily. You're going to be feeling more connected to the earth, more connected to your brothers and sisters, and these human vessels, and of course the animals as well. But you're going to be feeling more connected to the earth, more connected to the source, more connected to all the beings here. It will be a great time. This whole month will be great for you to go out, and it is great for you to go out and do some type of grounding, go walk in the forest, go put your feet in the dirt. But you definitely are going to be feeling more connected, and you're going to be connected with more people that know their worth, that are living their worth, living their truth. And that's just going to make you feel all the better. That is it for your reading this month, Taurus. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you would like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below too, theaquarianadepts.com. And always remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, to keep moving forward, to stay focused and Yahoo! Smile often.